Hello beautiful and handsome people, welcome back to another episode of My Take by Mothoni. And I hope throughout the week you have been practicing kindness. You have been kind to somebody, because we said when you're kind to somebody you just make them feel good. So today I want us to have a conversation about a certain clip. Actually it's a reel, or somebody just sent me on Instagram and told me it's not about speaking up. As it made me realize, just watch the clip. Let me give it time and watch the clip.
When I need someone to talk to, no one stops, but I flip the sign and everyone will take.
And the person was telling me, I think sensitizing the society on mental health issues will be better, because in the long run, no matter how vulnerable you choose to be and open up on your mental health problems, if the society doesn't know how big of a risk bad mental health is, or how important mental health is, talking will get you nowhere. And I found this very true, because when you open up to the wrong person, it means they won't even listen to you. Like that guy over there, opening up is not even the problem. The problem is the people who are listening. The listeners are the problem. Because as a listener, you're supposed to know what you should do. I've actually done a videos on how what you should do to when somebody comes and tells you, sorry about that, when somebody comes and tells you that they're going through a certain mental health crisis. I'll put the link on the description box. And that's why for me I love creating awareness, because when you create awareness, it means that you are letting that person know, you're letting a person, a listener, know how you're supposed to deal with a person who's experiencing a mental health issue. You just need how to just be educated on how you're supposed to receive news. And it's crazy for me. That video is very crazy, because people, watu wanasemanga kila mtu na mashida zake, and that's why we end up with people being depressed. That's why we end up with people being suicidal. That's why we end up with people having all those mental health issues, because we are actually the people who make them have them. We are actually the people who cause it, and that should not happen. For me, it's so sad to see we are the ones who we cannot afford. Nobody can afford to stand and listen to a person. Nobody cares, because we have become selfish people who don't wanna listen to other people. And when you listen to somebody, literally, it's just you might save a soul. You might save somebody who was heading to do something bad. Maybe they wanted to throw themselves in a river. Maybe they wanted to harm themselves. But when you just listened and you knew how to take in what they're telling you, maybe we could have stopped that. So I think just talk about this. I think I just say that when a person has a mental health crisis, they start to develop some signs. I'd say they're signs. For instance, they have rapid mood swings. They get angry. They already have something in them that is very burdening and very hurtful, or it's something that it's not good, and then you go and add them a certain task, ama you become rude to them, ama you're not kind, ama you don't show them love, you make the situation worse. And as a person who has a mental health crisis, you're supposed to open up so that this other person can know that you are going through a crisis yourself, because there is no way I'm supposed to know when somebody is going through a crisis, but at the same time we are supposed to know the signs and symptoms of person looking like that. For me, in my class, for instance, when my lecturer says maybe when you don't educate yourselves on these things, maybe you have a disorder and you don't know that you have that disorder. So the fact that you're educating yourself, the fact that if you educate yourself on what signs and symptoms are there in certain disorders, you'll be able to know if yourself you have a disorder, if your neighbor has a disorder. It's just easier to create this awareness in that bit, because imagine if everybody knew how disorders or signs and the symptoms of disorders, or how to deal with a certain situation, how each and everyone could be educated. Imagine how far we would have been. Imagine how I don't know how to put it, but we could have saved so many lives. The second one is definitely abusive behavior. For me, for this one, I'm not siding with anybody, but everything, it's crazy how everybody is going through their own challenges. It's okay, but you need to know how to deal with them so that you cannot project it to other people. With this abusive behavior, there was a book I was reading, and there are actually different ways. I don't have my book here, but I wrote down, and there are different types of abusers. For instance, let me use just the example of rape. When there are different type of rapists. I wish I could have my book, but I'll type them down on the description box. If you're interested, you can go read. But there is one who raped a sad rapper, because maybe that he or she was sad when raping a person, and wanatoa stress. When they rape you, they wanatoa stress, So there are reasons when somebody rapes you, you definitely know that person is definitely suffering, because that's what we are told. Not anyone in their right senses will rape somebody, because maybe anatoa stress now. Maybe when somebody is beating you so much, or they're abusing you, maybe wanatoa stress now, and they don't know. And that's why when everyone is just aware, when everyone knew that they have a problem, they would try to probably ask for help. But the fact that people don't know they actually have that problem, they think they just enjoy it. People should actually know, because I don't know how to put this, but that's somebody who's definitely suffering from a mental health crisis. When somebody sent me that, it just triggered my thoughts. I was just like, we definitely have to talk about this, because this is the awareness that we want. This is what our society needs to hear. I'm not saying anyway. Another sign is when they lose touch of reality. When they lose touch with reality, they are unable to recognize family, friends, confused, strange ideas. They think they are someone they are not. saying they hear voices, or when you just, it's like detaching from the world. It's we were once talking with my friend, and she was telling me how when she was depressed at some point, and she was telling me how depression is comfortable, how it makes you comfortable. It's like you're even afraid of not being depressed because you are so comfortable. You don't want to do anything. You won't do anything. You won't work. You won't have to wake up. You won't have to associate with people. And then when you like that, you even don't care. You don't even wake up and tidy your room. You don't. And that's what people even, they said in the first video, people don't even bathe because you've detached. You don't care anymore. You don't care how life turns out. You don't care if you die or not. You don't care if you become successful or not. You're just comfortable. You're just so comfortable in that situation that you're just like, nope, me, I don't want to get out of this situation. But if maybe somebody, that person could have had somebody to listen to them, or somebody to notice that they're not okay, or somebody to notice that this person needs help, because obviously in the day that we live in, maybe that person could have been told that they are exaggerating, that they are dramatic, that they are lazy, and maybe somebody is suffering in silence. Another thing is isolation. I've talked about it. Dramatic changes. Let me just put them. These ones are just for, because I don't want this to be such a long video. I'll just outline them because this is definitely what I keep talking about each and every single video. Let me just mention them. There might be dramatic changes. There might be withdrawal, sense of utter hopelessness, because you don't care. It's just the way I've explained it. You don't care. You're not even hopeful for the next day. You don't care if, stop, inability to perform daily tasks, increased agitation. There are just so many of them, and that's why I feel like we should prioritize. Let's make it known to people. Let's care about one another. Let's love one another. Even the scripture says, love yourself as you love your neighbor, and love is the first commandment in the Bible. Love. Let's love one another. When we become a community, when we love one another, when we take care of one another, we are definitely gonna be so far. We are definitely gonna be, we are definitely gonna be somewhere. We're gonna save lives. It's just gonna be happy. Imagine no more deaths because of mental health issues, no more people self-harming themselves, no more people are being shattered, just people loving and being there for one another. I think this is just another level of, I don't know how this, I don't think I'll stop talking about this until it is aware and people are aware of how we are supposed to live as a community. But as much as I talk about this, there is definitely people who think that this doesn't make sense. But at least when somebody watches this, one person will be impacted, and then maybe they also start something like this, another one, and then when you have so many, imagine each and every person like this in a family, itakuwa imefikia watu wengi sana. So let's continue creating awareness. Let's love, let's care for one another, let's be kind to one another, to stop any signs and symptoms of mental crisis to go on. Yeah, so that's my take. That's my take here on my take. My take is just to love one another, to be kind to one another, to care for one another. because when we care about each other, we don't know who we are saving, we don't know who we are taking care of. And you know, there are just so many, me thinking about all this, yani, I'm even thinking, imagine when somebody is okay, when you save somebody today, atoke out of their cocoon, with their box, their depressive episodes, and then they come out and become okay, they become hopeful, and you know, adi economy, pesa, people will work, and you'll have just strength. It will be better, you know. And that's why mental health is so important to us as individuals, to each and every person deserves to be listened to. Each and every person deserves to be heard. So yeah, that's actually my take, because I might continue talking, and it's already a 17 video video. I don't want it to be too long to avoid people from getting bored. Yeah, but that's my take here on My Take by Muthoni. Please do share this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below if you've ever experienced you going to talk to somebody and they were actually not the right person. Everyone deserves to be the right person. Everyone deserves to be the safe space that everyone needs, because we all need each other. As I've said before, no man's an island, and you need people, because a problem shared is a problem half solved. So that's it here on My Take. See you next time. Make sure you share, like, comment, and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. If this is the 4th drop we are having here on My Take. If this is your 4th time, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for always coming back and supporting me in this channel, and let's continue creating awareness. Till next time, bye bye.